And a merci beaucoup to you for tuning in to Midtown Comics' new comic book day. I'm Mario here with
Kristen.
And we're gonna go through our top 10 books of this week. And stay tuned later when our good buddy Rich is going to announce the winner of last week's giveaway, and we'll also let you know how to get this week's giveaway by the end of this video as well.
And
I will.
This week is kind of cool because we're giving away something near and dear to all of our hearts here. It is a Tom Taylor signed DCeased book.
Ooh.
And as you can see behind us, it is in celebration of our awesome DCeased banner. If you haven't checked it out, these are all our connecting covers for DCeased by InHyuk. They're phenomenal.
Beautiful covers.
That's
beautiful
why we
covers.
put it on the wall.
I like that each one references a specific moment in DC history, and I think that was the intention behind all that.
Yeah, it was.
So you definitely want to enter this contest so you can get a piece of this history of this cool
Midtown and DC history.
Indeed.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get into our top 10 books of the week. I'm going to start it off with our pick for number 10. This is Battle Cats number 1 from Mad Cave Studios with writing by Mark London. I'm going to say that I don't really think we should be empowering cats any more than they already are empowered. And this is an interesting anthology tale on a world where cat people are the dominant species. And, again, I don't think cats should be empowered. And if anybody thinks that cats are aliens, this is the truth right here. Don't let your cat read this.
Good for humans, not for cats. Pick number 9 this week is Batman, issue number 88. So there's a lot of cool stuff in here. It's from writer James Tynion IV and art by Gilliam March.
Okay.
So there seems to be a secret plot brewing between all the villains in Gotham City. And it starts out with Catwoman digging up Joker's grave, finding his corpse, and his corpse may not be dead.
Ooh.
So a lot of intrigue here. Great issue. Lots of fun, creepy Joker stuff. And in the end, it looks like Batman is going to have to save Penguin.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
we'll see what he does with that.
A lot of villains popping up in DC's books this year. You think that there's a theme? Okay, so next pick is Justice League number 40 from Robert Venditti and our good friend Doug Mahnke. This book is the start of a new arc. It feels like it's just nondescript entities coming with superpowers that are actually Superman powers, and they're led by one of the ex-Reign of the Supermen guys, Eradicator. My problem with this book, though it's interesting read, there's a scene in here where Batman talks to a vision of Alfred. Not a vision, but like an AI screen of Alfred, rest in peace. But it doesn't actually make it seem like Alfred's dead. We all know Alfred's dead. And on the next page, Superman says, Alfred has passed. So what is this? Tell me, please. Is this AI? Is this Alfred's ghost? Is it Dream Alfred? Let me know.
Alfred's living inside the computer. Maybe that's
Justice League 40.
Ever think about that? All right, so my pick for number 7. Seven. We can count.
We
I
can
promise,
count.
Is Harley Quinn. So we all know the Birds of Prey movie is coming out. If you guys are big Harley Quinn fans,
This week, right?
This week, definitely pick up some Harley Quinn comics. They're hysterical. I know I've talked about Harley Quinn comics on here before. This is Harley Quinn after the passing of her mother, taking up a career as a wrestler.
Ooh.
For the money?
No,
not for the
for
money.
the fame?
Not for the fame.
For
Maybe for the outfits.
Or the pain?
Maybe the pain. To get out some of her aggression. So this follows her and her wrestling partner in crime, and how the owner of the wrestling wants to pit them against each other and make it a rigged match. So Harley, of course, has some feelings about that, especially because she doesn't need the money.
Yeah, I don't see Harley taking a dive.
No. Right? No, they wanted her to win. And she didn't want her actual wrestling buddy to take a dive.
But that's wrestling. Sometimes you got a job to another wrestler.
Well, great book, great funny moments in here, great outfits, and wrestling. Who doesn't? I mean, check out that cover. That's all you need to know about this issue.
So, for our top 6, we're going to do something a little bit different. I've got 3 books that I picked out, and Kristen's got 3 books that she picked out, and we're going to debate over which ones deserve which spots with our special guest player, Richard. He's behind the camera. He'll be in front of the camera momentarily.
Yes. So we couldn't decide on the top 6 because there were so many great books this week. So we are just going to need a tiebreaker.
Yep.
So we'll each pitch which one is better, and Richard will pick the winner.
Yay!
Richard.
These jokes are just for Alejandro.
Give me this. Give me these.
Oh, yes. Announce your winner.
So, the person who left the comment, what was his name?
My Body Story.
My Body Story. Big fan. All right.
This is why we don't let Rich normally pick the winners for these contests.
He wrote Richard was awesome. It's true. I am. So you get to win the Dan Slott signed Fantastic Four Midtown exclusive.
Woo!
Because if for nothing else, please understand there is favoritism at Midtown.
You can't always win just because you say Rich is awesome.
No.
That was the best comment for last week, and this week hopefully we'll get a bunch more comments.
Yeah, we'll figure out something for this week, but this would be the book you are winning. This is the Tom Taylor signed DCeased #1 by InHyuk Lee. This was our exclusive. We love this book. It's on the far right, your left of this banner. You probably can't see it that well in this video, but that's okay, because you can possibly own the actual book. We'll figure out a way to get you to win later.
And we've all touched it, so that makes it more valuable.
I touched it. That's what makes it valuable. You're welcome.
If you want a book that was not touched by Rich, please leave that in your comments.
You do, though. All right. What are we doing?
We're
So for
debating you. We're debating each other over you.
Yeah,
Excellent.
we're trying to win your approval.
You won't.
Okay, so is this the ladies first?
Ladies first.
All right.
All right, Mario, what you got? No.
So we're fighting over the 6th and 5th pick, so you got to pick which one is better, okay?
Okay.
So my pick is The Man Who Up Time.
Time.
We have the capability to bleep these days.
Okay. Well, I don't want to give our
It-
ally too
It's-
much
it's-
work to edit.
It's
here.
written as the man who effed up time. You could say that.
No, there's definitely a lot of symbols in there. There's definitely a lot of empty space between those letters.
Up time.
Yeah, so this is from Aftershock Comics. This is John Layman, art by Carl Mostat. It is a fantastic book. It is exactly what it claims to be. It is about a guy who up time. So the premise is it's a guy who is really, really smart, like Reed Richards level smart, physicist, and he's working in a team to make a time travel machine. But unfortunately, because he's poor, he couldn't finish his doctorate. So the only job he could get is a lab assistant.
Why is this one image paneled off to 2 different panels?
I don't know.
Art choices, and so you can get more
Is
dialogue
that
in it.
so wrong?
The dialogue.
Is that so
Yeah.
wrong? So his roommate and rival in college steals his girlfriend, graduates from school, and is the head scientist on this time travel project. So if you were in that position and they left you alone in a room with a time travel machine, wouldn't you want to go back in time and fix your life? Maybe finish that degree? Not be a janitor, lab assistant? Maybe win the girl back?
Nah.
So that's exactly what he does. He goes back 1 week in time, and when he returns, everything has changed. So I don't know how he messed everything up so horribly,
In
but
a
there
week.
are
All right.
dinosaurs flying around. There are
Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, the whole world is like obsessed with Abe Lincoln.
Honest Abe.
Everybody wears Abe Lincoln hats in his future that he made.
I see
which
that.
is pretty cool.
Yeah. Where's this fake Wikipedia? Fake Wikipedia with Abe Lincoln. All right, Mario. That's a tough mountain to climb. What you got?
Interesting. All right, so I bring to you Captain America: The End. Okay. I will say this: the ends, I keep them coming. Keep them
They
coming.
do not end.
They don't end. They shouldn't end. Some are obviously much better than others. This one is Captain America: The End, written and drawn by the legendary Eric Larson. Okay, I submit this book to you, but first,
Submit away.
it's technically a zombie apocalypse, but there are no zombies. Everybody has turned into the Red Skull.
Okay.
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 But they keep their Nazi views.
that's-
Wait, here, just read this line right here. Not out loud, just in your head. Even though they're zombie Red Skulls, they keep their Nazi views and they refuse to infect a Jewish person in this book. But then 2 pages later, they submit their racism and they infect the Jewish person anyway.
I think we should go and show everybody how everybody's all red skulled up.
Yes.
Very cool.
It's interesting to see a zombie tale that's not a zombie tale. I feel I like when people kind of take different turns on zombie tales. And Captain America seems to be the only human left in this world of Red Skulls. And after...
Hey, look, it's the last page.
he finally meets some regular humans who also kind of get turned to Red Skulls, but then they realize that Captain America is not only the reason all these Red Skulls are going crazy, but he also might be the cure because he wasn't infected.
Ooh.
Minor spoiler alert for something that's not.
Okay.
You know, it's a spoiler on its own.
So, based on these two, oh god, these end books, I tell you.
More. I want more.
I want them to end.
Never.
Never
They did
ending
this-
story ended. Why can't you?
They did a round
All
of
right.
the ends like 15 years ago, and here we are again, and hopefully in 10 years we'll get more.
I love Eric Larson. I really, Captain America and Red Skull stuff, you can't give me too much of that, honestly. That's always good. I like the premise of this story, but man,
Yeah.
this
So
I agree.
is cool. And,
The art in there is beautiful.
sorry, Eric,
That art is beautiful.
this art's great. I like this.
I mean, Eric Larson has his own style, and it's a very '90s style of drawing. But the art that's inside
Cover
that
on this
manual
is
after
fantastic,
time.
too.
Love the cover. Cover's great.
Love the cover. Cover's fantastic. All right, so this is 6, 5,
And 5.
yes, all right.
Alrighty.
6.
Point for Kristen.
5. What you got?
Kristen.
Oh, me again.
Yes.
Okay. This is an easy win for me, honestly. This is the Immortal Hulk Great Power. So this is from Tom Taylor and Jorge Molina.
Oh.
This is phenomenal. Imagine if
No.
the Hulk lost his Hulkness,
Oh god, didn't we do this in the movie?
but Spider-Man gets it.
They've done this.
It is so cool.
Why?
Convince
So-
him why it's better this time around.
Yeah.
So
Aren't you? Yeah, come on. What you got?
Loki's trying to be a good guy, and he removes the Hulkness from Banner because he's trying to be nice. He's trying to do him a favor, but unfortunately, all of the Hulkness goes into Spider-Man.
The Hulkness.
The Hulkness. What would you call that?
Power of the Hulk.
I like
The
Hulkness.
Hulkness.
Yeah.
That's way much.
That's
way
what,
cooler.
yeah, it's the same.
Way much cooler. Nice. So it's a fun, exciting adventure. They try to figure out how to get the power out of Spider-Man back into Bruce Banner. And there's some really actually touching moments in here. There's a moment where Spider-Man is about to turn into the Hulk. And Bruce Banner's like, yo, I'll stay with you, man. Like, let me hold your hand. I know how scary it is to lose yourself. And then at the end of the book, when Bruce
Wait,
Banner
does he
gets
actually
his
hold his
power
hand?
back. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you show me this
sweet.
page?
It's really sweet. He's like, I'll stay with you. And then at the end, when Bruce is about to turn into the Hulk, Peter Parker says, I'll stay with you and hold your hand. And so it's this really, if you've been reading Immortal Hulk and you understand like how scary it is and sort of the mental and philosophical points that Bruce makes about,
Naked Hulk.
oh yeah, there's a lot of jokes about
Best
because-
part of Thor Ragnarok.
because apparently Bruce Banner has perfected not being naked, like not losing his pants when he transforms, but since Spider-Man hasn't learned that trick yet, there are some really fun moments in this book about that.
This sounds. I hate to be a negative Nelly over here.
Oh, he's
but
gonna pull a Rich on you.
It's This is very reminiscent of other Spider-Hulk type tales. There was even an episode of the Spider-Man series that was on Disney XD where Spidey and Hulk switch brains and bodies, and a
Yeah,
lot of
this
that
This
sounds
is not the same.
familiar.
This is more of like an insert into the Immortal Hulk as Bruce Banner is struggling with all these emotional and philosophical things, and for somebody like Peter Parker to come in and be like, I've experienced it now too, and I'm sorry I didn't give you as much of a break. Like,
Love
I'm sorry
Tom Taylor.
You have to suffer this.
I love Tom Taylor's writing. I'm sure it's a great read, but no.
It's touching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be touched.
What did Kareem say? I'm coming for your heart, man.
Just because it's been a week doesn't mean it's there. You, what you got?
Alrighty. So I have Ant-Man #1. This is the special Herb Trimpe remastered variant.
The
edition,
hidden gem.
which you should be very gentle with. This is a #1. It reintroduces us to Ant-Man Scott Lang, who is looking for work as a hero for hire. And I love when heroes are for hire because they never get the jobs that they're looking for. They're looking for those big money jobs. But in this one, Ant-Man is asked to find out what happened to all the bees in Florida. So there's some interesting spots where Ant-Man talks to ants and the ants talk back to him. And I really liked how they gave the ants voices and how they're kind of annoyed with the fact.
Are they all voiced by Woody Allen when you read them?
No, I read both Woody Allen and Sylvester Stallone.
I can't wait for this round to be over.
This book was really fun. They make Ant-Man Scott Lang a lot more like the Paul Rudd Scott Lang, where he's quippy, he's jokey. It's very funny. There's actually some good comedic lines in this book. At one point, he's using ant eggs as bean bags and sitting on them. And then when he starts to talk to the bees are just like, Ant-Man, we speak with you. Save the bees! Save the bees!
4, 3. Just, yeah.
All right, I'll accept it.
Yeah.
I'll accept it.
All right, 2 for 2.
Dang it.
All right, before I completely pass out on you guys, what you got?
I'm winning this one.
I know. I feel like my pick is better, but he's gonna pick yours. So, if you haven't heard,
She's
is
right.
Issue #1 of the X-Men Fantastic Four crossover, which is super cool.
Is that by Mr. Chip Zdarsky?
It is by Chip Zdarsky. So it's exactly what it sounds like.
Does
it is
it?
an X-Men Fantastic Four crossover. And the issue here is Franklin Richards, who we know, if you've been reading along, is a mutant.
He's a dirty mutie.
So he's trying to find his place in the world. He's starting to lose his powers, and the X-Men are like, listen, dude, you belong with us. We can help you. You're like an Omega level mutant. We want you on our side.
But he's
We
losing
have
his
this whole-
powers.
Well, they want to help him.
But he's losing his powers.
Well, they don't know why. You know, I mean,
Low
but
readership, that's why.
Reed Richards is like, I'm pretty smart. I think he should stay with me, and I can figure it out.
Well, is it Reed Richards' dad?
Yeah,
Well, then yeah, stay with your dad.
but he's a mutant.
So?
He belongs with his
He's
mutant
caught
kind.
between two worlds.
Yeah.
Two worlds, they both live in New York.
But
Upstate
there's-
New York and the city.
That's true. Those are two completely different
Hop on the
worlds.
Amtrak.
Two
Quit
completely
whining.
different worlds.
Metro North.
Franklin, go to school.
So it looks as if Franklin Richards might have a little crush on Kitty Pryde.
I was going to say Kitty Pryde.
Who they're
I was going to
now
guess.
calling. Wait, they called her Kate Pryde now. She's grown up.
Ah.
Okay, so she's no longer.
Wait, but how old? Quick question. How old is Franklin?
So if you were reading along in Fantastic
That's a good
Four,
question.
they actually went on this crazy space journey into different universes, and when he came back, he had aged faster than time went here.
Okay.
Whoa.
You know,
Okay.
time went by faster.
What
so
a Bendis move.
he is a teenager now, and he has all these feelings, and he's very rebellious, and
Interesting.
he wants to leave and join the X-Men, and his family disagrees, and so there's a huge all-out brawl between the X-Men and the Fantastic
Look,
Four in the middle of
all you need to know about this book
Yes, it ends with Dr. Doom.
is Doom.
Yeah, Doom makes an appearance.
Look at those thighs. All right? Look at those metal thighs on Doom. You getting this?
Only you.
Look at them calves.
Only you.
All right? Welcome to why you should read this issue.
Right? Because Doom is looking thick.
2 C's. You.
Alrighty. Well, if you're a fan of Doctor Doom, then I've got the book about the baddest of all the asses, and that is Star Wars Darth Vader #1. This, in keeping in line with all the other Star Wars books that just started, this takes place in between Empire and Return of the Jedi. This actually picks up the second Empire ends, and I've always been most fascinated with that because knowing everything that we know from the prequels and everything that we know about Darth Vader, what went through this guy's mind when he found out he had a son that is now grown up and could not defeat him in battle. So this book starts Vader on this quest to hunt down everybody that hid Luke Skywalker from him and made him a weakling. Okay.
Really?
Yes, those are his exact words. His exact words are,
You made my son a coward.
I'm gonna hunt these people down because they made him weak."
Wow.
So, don't spoil the very end of this book. But someone shows up, and I think I know what's going on. I'm interested to see what anybody else thinks is going on.
Spider-Woman shows up.
Vader encounters a character from his past who 100% should know why.
From the prequels.
Yeah, from the prequels, who 100% should know
you're
why
into that
his son was hidden from him, and I think I have an idea of what's going on. I'd like to know what anybody else out there thinks.
It's Jar Jar Binks.
There's a Gungan.
And I hope it's...
There is
You
a
know
Gungan.
it's not, 'cause you just
Jar
looked.
Jar.
I know.
You just look. Don't
But that
be
would be great.
I definitely
No
like
spoiler, but there is a Gungan towards the end, and then you get the real spoiler that I'm not giving out there because I think once you get to that last page and you're as surprised as Vader is, and then the book ends and it's like, check us out next month.
Dun, dun.
I'm 100% keeping up
I
with
love
this.
I love
think
this
was
cover
great.
by InHyuk Lee, by the way.
And it's written by Greg Pak, and I think
Greg-
he did a great job in there.
Great Pack, aka I could write anything super well.
Oh yeah, Greg Pak is a great
He
writer.
has a skill about jumping into other people's works. and
100%.
Really like living in those
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah, as
Like,
much as I like
His John Wick book. Go read that.
As much as I loved Peter David on the Hulk, once Greg Pak jumped in there and it became Planet Hulk and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
else that happened after that, I love this guy's work.
Yeah,
Vader.
definitely Vader's number one.
Woo!
Vader's number one.
Can't win them all.
Yeah, you can. Both of these, you can't lose with either one of these, though.
That's true.
Hey,
All right.
The Dark Lord of the Sith and the Dark Lord.
I
of
mean,
the
honestly, the worst part
Yes.
about these books is I had to be between these two hearing about it, but, you know,
All right, so what are we doing as a contest for this?
we're still commenting that Rich is awesome.
We're not commenting that Rich is awesome.
What was that,
I mean,
Alfred?
You can comment that.
No more Rich is awesome comments. Was Alfred an AI?
A ghost?
A ghost? An AI? Was
Does
it a
he live-
mistake?
Does he live in a
the
computer?
script? What did Bruce Wayne? Okay, how about what would be the best way for Bruce Wayne to commemorate Alfred's life? and
Ooh,
history?
I got one. What do you think Alfred's last words to Bruce Wayne should
I like
be?
that. I like that.
How about this? What color are Dr. Doom's underwear? Under that armor.
Best comment on what Alfred's last words to Bruce were: "In your world where Alfred dies, wins our awesome Tom Taylor signed DCeased book."
So should we do our honorable mentions?
Oh, quick honorable mention.
Quick honorable mentions because not everything can make the top 10 list.
Predator Hunters 3 from Dark Horse. Lot going on in this book, but there's a lot of predators killing people, and that's why I came for it.
Which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Mine is Dark Agnes, issue number 1. This is a really cool female Zorro, basically.
Really?
I can't really describe it other than that. A swashbuckling, sword-wielding
So-
defender of justice.
So instead of a Z, is she like carving an A into the wall?
No, it's imagine if like
Scarlet Letter meets Zorro.
No, it's the female symbol.
It's Zorro meets Joan of Arc.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That doesn't end well for anyone. Trust
Probably
me.
not, but it's
And
a
is it-
cool story, and I
Is that
like
the
it.
Grim Reaper back there?
In my
It's
heart it
Taskmaster.
is. Yeah.
All right, so don't forget, in order to win our signed by Tom Taylor copy of DCeased, you have to be a subscriber to our channel. You have to leave a comment as your entry, and we'll pick the best one out of the comments. Remember, what was Alfred's last words to Bruce Wayne?
Bye.